let's see. Report to Haven's Chantry.
Should we surrender or...
This better be a cutscene and not some bullshit loading scene of me going to church because I didn't have that happen earlier, so. And I need to be a patch to address these issues.
Does it trouble you?
Not really.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do. You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it at all.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat?
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
I also don't mind. Alright, operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Orlais and Ferendel. Ferendel. So basically the Dragon Age of one area, cool. Monarch is on the hinterlands, which can be found in the infernal side of the table. Cool. Can I actually go there? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, revisiting the Dragon Age 1 areas. Oh, for its culture, the birthplace of the Chantry. Fuck that. Conquered by
You're not
relays,
pleased.
torn by silver, ravaged by the
Fifth
fifth blight. Randall's no strange to hardship. Yeah, I definitely want to go there if possible. Or Table of the Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore throughout scouting operations. There, perform the scouting operations for Netherlands and okay. Available in cost, and that's just whatever. Weird. Oh, these are the cards I can pick to use on there, alright. If Gizzle dies, any hope of the chance support dies for my scouts will slip past the fighting finder and protector for their lives. You have these things that are marked that aren't available at the moment. Okay. Oh, is that chick from Dragon Age 2 that was like a guy? Oh, I don't know if that's her or not. Nah, she didn't use a bolo. Alright, we avoided the fighting as best as we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer, but located Mother Gizzle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugee until we ensure their safety. That'll be hard to do without troops push the apostates and Templars out of the area. Commander Egalin asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe. Ah, Redcliffe. Who lives in the area? We tried oh, okay. We'd like to gather your party and mention to hindrance now. Nah, let me. You now have mission operations take time and bring the Inquisition research and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which result in less time required when undertaking by such an advisor. Okay, so I don't know. This doesn't seem to be too bad. So before I go there, let me like walk around, see what I can do in this village. If I get like side quests in the village at the moment, or if I can go to the shop, what every RPGer likes to do, and buy some new gear. Even though I got some new gear on me that I just randomly got for whatever reason. And I can't talk to you guys. World travel. When not in a dungeon, you can use the quest map to travel to distant locations. Press start, press Y. Okay. Frostback Mountains, Haven.
When will
No,
you be
my
able
lord,
to get
I
us
don't
the
know where the
crafting
other
supplies
nobles
we
are.
need?
I suggest you ask Ambassador Montilyet.
Oh,
You're him. Thrin. Inquisition Quartermaster.
I love how
I'm
textures
doing
are
what I
just
can
loading
to
up right now.
mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under 10 Loghain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition, It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
Your loyalty to the man you served is admirable, Quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Turn Loghain never betrayed his king. If he brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone.
Bullshit!
What he had to do was save our
Bullshit!
faction, and we betrayed him.
That guy was a
I
fucking
apologize.
douchebag.
Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Yeah, because she was there. He was a fucking douche. If he brought the reinforcements in, they would have won that battle. Don't give me that bullshit.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good login site, maybe Harrick can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
That'll be cool if you actually see the troops around this area, see their gear getting actually upgraded. I think in Dragon Age Origins, you saw their gear slightly get upgraded. What I don't like about the dialogue system at the moment with these NPCs is I don't like how the camera stays like so far away. I kind of miss the personal face view kind of view of things. I don't like the way they're doing it right now. Ah, hey, Liliana.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written.
Shit.
Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak Fandraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Beat a badass.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
Then we can only guess at what he wants. The Chantry
You said he's
teaches
a
that
he.
the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard.
Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was their heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
In my
No,
bedroom.
this is my
Wink.
burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Don't worry. I'll tell the Grey Warden that you're all lonely and horny. Alrighty. Our soldiers require additional weapons if they are to be effective. Reward plus 1 power. Ah, okay. So that's how it's gonna work. 1 login stand and 5 iron. Do they actually get to equip that kind of sword?
Check in anyway.
If you actually see them getting better gear and they equipped what you see there, that'd be pretty sick.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, being from the most quandle and eliminators and just in the Owening's army of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Wow, that audio is just totally fucked up.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
AK Hawk rubbed off on him and now he's a good guy. And not selfish.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Huh. Alright, so there's a certain amount of information I can gather for red lyrium.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Jesus.
You from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
I think we all know about that when we all played Dragon Age 2. He was the guy telling the whole story about your character.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I won her from Paragon Smith Branca in a game of Wicked Grace. She was such a sore loser. Ran off to the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone saw of her.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Alright, I think that's all I can ask from him at the moment. Since I was able to talk to him about a bunch of kind of weird shit. Let's talk to Liliana. Maybe she'll talk about her relationship to the Grey Warden. Well, on my save file, I didn't have one with her. I had one with Morgan.
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death.
Who the fuck is
Did he
this?
think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Friends who? What? Stop Liliana from killing the traitor agent. Encourage Liliana to kill the traitor agent. Not in fear at all. Now I want to know who the fuck this traitor is.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
I expected better from the Inquisition's spy master.
You've made that point clear. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives.
Yes, my lord.
Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Oh, she definitely hates my guts now.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
She has a point.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did? What of it?
Alright, I guess she doesn't want to talk about that.
What exactly does the left hand of the Divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
There were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she wasn't given to the Chantry as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
It sounds like you did some unscrupulous things as the left hand.
Perhaps, but wouldn't you do anything to protect what you love?
I could use the left hand of the Divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
Of course.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
I don't know why they just didn't keep the Mass Effect / Old Dragon Age conversation scenes going on. I hate this. This is really, I feel no contact, no interaction talking to these guys, really, having it be like this. I don't know. I think that's a big letdown.
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic.
Uh-oh.
Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
We'll talk more later.
Alrighty. Now that I talked to her, let's see who else I can talk to. Seems to be something up here. I don't know if the plants respawn or something. And it looks like they do. Wonder how long the respawner is for all these plants. The game runs smooth. I mean, no complaints there. It's just the screen tearing, the texture's not loading up properly, or taking a while to load up. Which all I think can be addressed with an update, to be honest. I mean, Skyrim had the same issues. They released an update and that fixed it. Farmers by visiting merchants. Plant to push to your carrion. Use the upgrade station log. Permanent upgrades to your potions. Alright. Hello. I'm from Sweden.
Segrit told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segrit he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
8 gold? Oh my god.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
What a wise ass.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
Ah, that's why he's all pissy.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Already asked that.
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Alright, cool. I actually wasn't done talking to you.
You're back. And in one piece.
Alright, I already asked all those questions.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Alright, guess I'm gonna
Farewell.
look for those if I find them. Alright, equip potions, and this is upgrade potions. Potion upgrade, and you can upgrade potions you have already unlocked. The upgrade to upgrade a potion, select a category, select a potion, then select the upgrade. Potion upgrades require a significant amount